All right, guys, welcome to the Off the Bench podcast. We got Sara Alley. Sara, how old are you?
20 years old.
20.
Yes.
Wow. Were you born here?
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And where's your family from?
Sudan. I'm Sudanese originally.
Sudanese. What language they speak in Sudan?
So I'm actually originally Nubian. So we have like a Nubian language, which is like the ancient African language, as well as Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you speak that?
Yes, I do.
Do you really?
I do. I actually had a client that spoke to me in Arabic because they didn't know much English.
How you say I want to buy life insurance in that language? Can you say that?
And a to study life insurance.
It's just called life insurance?
Yeah. I mean, what else would I say it like?
I don't know. So, guys, before we get started, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications button. 20 years old, and you do a bunch of stuff, right?
Yes.
What do you do outside of Family First Life?
So I model, as well as do like acting, partially acting with modeling.
Okay. And how long you been doing that?
I've been doing that now for 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
So you started when you were 16?
Yes.
Did your parents have to sign off?
Yeah, they did.
Were they excited, or were they not feeling that?
I mean, dads are never really excited about their daughters.
Nope. Got that.
But they did accept it, and they did, accept my passion with that.
And you go all over the place, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I just came back actually from LA and actually had a business meeting with someone who's in artificial intelligence in financial services. So we got to chat it up as well.
Artificial intelligence
AI.
In financial services.
Yes.
So, explain that.
So he has this business where he incorporates automation for life insurance.
Okay.
And he's actually getting into insurance as well. So we're able to talk about that and see, ways that I can incorporate that in my business.
Is he coming to work at Family First Life?
We should tell him.
We absolutely should.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we'll tag him in this video.
Sounds good.
How old is he?
He's, I don't know his age.
No?
He's older.
He's older.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were at conference.
Yes.
And how long ago did you get your license?
I got my license around November.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how'd you wind up getting your license?
It's funny because I actually did not hear of Family First Life. I was just talking to a friend when I used to work at the hospital, which I worked for 3 months. Right. And my friend was like, I was just asking him, do you know anything where I can work part-time and make money? Because, working a 9 to 5 is just not it for me, with modeling and stuff. So he's like, get into life insurance. And it's funny because he's not in life insurance, but he was telling me get into life insurance. And I was like, okay, let me just, dip my feet into it and go all in.
How'd you find us?
Research, TikTok, YouTube, just researching something the most profit that I can make with life insurance.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you know why your friend that told you about life insurance isn't life insurance?
I have no idea.
He's afraid.
I think he's one of those people that jungles up a lot of things at once. He wants to do solar, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. But I've been trying to tell him, get into Family First Life. So he's been, trying in the process of getting his license now.
Okay, good. Let's get him moving. And he worked at the hospital too.
Yes.
See, a lot of people struggle with leaving a full-time job that's guaranteed pay to go chase whatever it is that they're chasing, because there's no guarantees. Mm-hmm. But there is. So you've been doing this very part-time because you travel a bunch. And that's, for us, it's can we help you get to where you want to get to?
No doubt. I'm a phlebotomist. I was licensed in phlebotomy when I was around high school. I got a license for that. And I was a medical assistant in the hospital. So
wait a minute. You can draw blood in high school?
Well, I was 17 and I got certified. And then I just took the national exam when I turned 18. And then I hopped into the field. Okay. Yeah. But I got so bored so quick. It was 3 months. I didn't even put a 2 weeks notice. I was like, I'm out. I need to find something where I can make an endless amount of income, as opposed to something where I only make a very limited amount. I know I'm worth more than $25 an hour.
What do your parents do?
My dad's a cardiologist, and he has a surgery center in Texas.
Wow. Yeah. And your mom?
She's also in healthcare, so I guess that's where I
follow. You thought you was going to follow in the family footsteps.
Absolutely not. Most definitely not again.
So you live in Maryland?
Yes.
Where's your mom live?
She lives in Maryland, too, but I live by myself.
You live by 20?
Yes.
See, I was a train wreck at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. But women definitely mature faster than guys. Go ahead.
I've never really been into like partying or like clubbing. Like I've always been goal oriented. Like I've always knew I wanted to accomplish something or like have financial success. Like with modeling, like I love modeling. That's my passion. Like I love fashion, but I know my potential. I know how far I can go. And that's why I dipped into this industry to see how far I can go out. Like it's at the end of the day, it's up to me. You know what I mean? I have to take accountability for how far I go, you know? So like I'm worth however much, you know, like potential I put into this.
Sure. It's definitely an activity driven industry, and
no doubt.
You're the one that controls the activity. Remember we spoke to that guy on the phone from the other company. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I can't say their name. I should be able to say their name, but anyway, it's like three letters, and it's about helping. I don't know, people, whatever. And the guy was like trying to get me to believe that at a 45% comp, you make more than I make at 145% comp. You remember you were on the phone the whole time, and I kept trying to get him to explain it, and he couldn't explain it. And I'm going like, what are they feeding y'all there? Like, what are you drinking? I mean, shots of vodka all day? Because you can't make sense of nonsense. Exactly. Numbers are numbers. So there's so many people out there that are in that situation. I think when we get, the more folks we get screaming this stuff and being successful, the more people we can reach. Are you big on social media?
Somewhat.
What does that mean? So I have like, let me see. I'm not very... I have 9,000 Instagram followers. Okay. That's better than it was 2 months ago, which was like 900.
I think I have a problem with consistency on social media. I feel like I need to be a creator instead of a consumer. Okay.
Do you like it?
What?
Social media.
Of course.
Okay. So how do you think you can use social media to build this business? Because at 20, it's a lot easier to get people to watch you than at 45.
No doubt.
Right? But you still have to know the ins and outs of it. Do you throw your modeling stuff up on there? Like, can you explain that to me and maybe some other people that struggle with it? Because y'all definitely understand it way better than we do.
Yeah. So with modeling, I do, put content out there. So it does help me in the modeling world. And I can do the same thing with this industry, just put things out there and, obviously like show my performance and show, the good that I've done in this industry to, influence others to be like, there's an opportunity here.
Sure. And have you hired anybody off of social media yet?
I have.
Okay. Can you tell us how that happened?
They're still in the process of getting their license and stuff like that, but I have like people who are interested, people who are like even DMs that I have to like reach back out to make sure that, follow-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a big following, and it's once you get a following and you start showing results, it's easy. Now, are you Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? What social media brand do you prefer?
Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Facebook, I'm trying to get more into Facebook because I know there's a good audience that's kind of more focused on Facebook with life insurance. People who are trying to buy life insurance and people who might be like interested as well.
Sure. So, what is your goal for this year? Like, what are you trying to get to?
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not really setting yearly goals. It's more like month-to-month goals because I feel like I can sustain that more. Like I'm able to perform at a better rate than just setting like
bite-sized pieces. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I definitely want to 30K at least.
30 families a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you think with the amount of time you have to put into this, do you think that's something you could do?
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
Yes.
And then you want to start helping other people sell insurance too.
No doubt.
Okay. And how do you think we can help you, or how do you think you can help yourself start doing that?
I think I really need to focus on being very consistent. Like okay. I feel like I've seen success in my modeling because I am consistent with that, and I need to put that same energy into this industry. Like I need to go all in, and I need to get really passionate about it the same way I'm passionate about my modeling.
Sure.
To grow substantially.
But you're 20. How are you passionate about life insurance at 20? Like
I gotta train my mind. I feel like self-talk and things that we tell ourselves, telling I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna like kill it, I'm gonna write these policies, I'll end up doing it. I feel like there's a big power in words, and I feel like I really need to take advantage of that and pushing myself to the
to the limit. Mm-hmm. So do you have a big family?
Yeah.
Okay. So at 20, you don't think we're gonna die? I know I didn't. At 45, I don't think I'm going to die. I got a motorcycle.
It's not in the back of my mind, but I know it's going to happen. But like,
yeah, we all know it's going to happen. Like, I got a motorcycle, and Jamie hates it.
Yeah.
Every day she sends me an article about some motorcyclist dying on a motorcycle. Yeah. But I drove it into work today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid to die, but I just don't think I'm going to die, right? Mm-hmm. And at 20, it's even worse. Mm-hmm. Do you have family members that have passed with or without life insurance? Like, do you know any stories like that? Do you use them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how important do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Or where do you fall? How older, younger? You're the oldest?
I'm the middle.
You're the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. What's your older brother or sister?
Sister's the oldest, and then I have a brother.
Older too?
Yeah.
Or how old's your oldest sister?
So she's 23.
And what does she do?
She is in tech.
And your older brother?
He's in sales. I've been trying to bring him on board, but...
Where does he live?
He lives in Maryland.
Why just bring him up to the office?
I know, right?
Right?
Just should.
And then you have younger what?
A brother.
Younger brother. How old is he?
16.
16. Okay. Mm-hmm. So like, and your dad's successful. Mm-hmm. Your mom's successful. Mm-hmm. And for what we do, it's like, can you imagine? Now, you've been pretty responsible since you were in high school, obviously. But what about your younger brother? What about your older brother, sister? Like if your parents, something would happen to them tragically, financially, how devastating can that be?
Very.
Do you know any stories like that?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody close to you?
Yeah. Their parents, ended up with nothing. You know, parents really successful, but they didn't. It's not about how much money you make, it's how much money you keep, right? And
correct.
A lot of people, you know, especially in this country, they lack that financial intelligence or like, you know, that
discipline.
Thought process of, like, oh, I might die. What should I leave behind? That's the last thing on their mind. So it's definitely important. Like, it would be a big tragedy.
And wait till you deliver your first death benefit.
Yeah.
It changes everything. Mm-hmm. Like it really does. And it doesn't matter if it's $5,000 check, $25,000 check, or $2 million check. It's equally effective, or it affects you equally. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't, it's I can't even explain the feeling to you. You know what I mean? Like the feeling you get when you've done something that it changes someone's trajectory. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. So that being said, what advice would you give a newer agent that's maybe in the same situation as you that you think could help them? That because this isn't real complicated. Schedule, leads, phone script. Mm-hmm. One of those three things aren't good, it's going to be harder. If two of them aren't good, it's going to be really hard, right? And if three, then you're failing.
Yeah.
But you already know what they are because you've been around. You went to conference. You've been to trainings. Mm-hmm. So talking to them or talking to yourself, like what needs to change or what do you think can help newer agents get moving faster? Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid. I remember my first day on the field. I remember Frank was just telling me, just go, just do it. And I just did it. And I ended up writing a policy. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid of not knowing. I felt like I didn't know it in the beginning. Like,
sure.
I was like, I have no idea what I'm writing. Just do it. You know, you'll get used to it. I feel like just dipping your feet into the water is really important, as well as be consistent. Like there's some weeks you're just like, I want to give up. Ugh, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm such a failure. No, like keep going. I remember right after feeling like I wanted to give up, I called up somebody. He's like, oh, you know, I want an annuity. And me and Frank went out and, you know, try to help him. So there's better days, you know what I mean? Don't let a bad week like affect your whole viewpoint of this industry, because there's so much potential and there's so much money in this industry.
Yeah, no doubt. So if I wanted to come work with you, how would I get a hold of you?
You can find me as Sara Ali on Facebook.
Spell it.
Sara Ali space Ali.
Okay. Mm-hmm. On Instagram or Facebook? Facebook.
That's the easiest way to reach me. And
easiest way. Okay.
Email, if you want to email me, I'm Sara, Sara Nas, NAS001 @gmail.com.
Perfect. I normally go, give me your phone number, but I wouldn't. You're 20. Yeah. And you know what? I'm not. Yeah, we're not going to do that just because there's some strangers out there. Stranger danger.
Exactly.
But Sara, thank you for coming in today. I appreciate you. It's pretty impressive to see how mature you are at age 20. And when you fully grasp this, it's going to be game over.
Oh, I know, no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm not. Like, I know I'm going to kill it. And that's why I'm in this industry.
Watch out for Sara. She is going to be on top. I promise you that. But until next time, make it a big week. Thank you, Sara.
Thank you.